come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
First opened back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Houston Texans.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Set, 18, Mark, point stop. Tighten up, pull together. 24.
On first down, Watson. Fuller brings it in over the middle. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Here's Watson. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. This is caught at the 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, 55 yards. And the Texans have taken the early lead. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead.
Next to score, Texans 7, Saints 0.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard
Set.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, first and 10 at their 25-yard line. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Come on, one thing for sure, You know that Michael Thomas is going to be the target on a third down pass, and Drew Brees finds him and keeps this drive moving.
Now Brees. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Brees now to throw. And complete right side to Cook. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
I don't mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
41 Mike, right here, 41 Mike. Let's go.
Into the red zone, it's Brees. That's caught, it's Thomas. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Lutz good on the extra point. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And here comes the Texans now. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to spring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Watson off play action, sliding out of the pocket. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep, throw it across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Shotgun now for Brees. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Throwing now is Brees. It's brought in right side by Ginn. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. And between the last 2 plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Ready.
Bree's going to come up here, 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game.
Mark 55! Mark 55!
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
Mike 55! Mike 55! Hey, eat!
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Cameron Meredith, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Ready.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, it's Breeze. Completes this one to Meredith. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you?
You ready?
There's a party now. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
Easy, opposite.
He's coming.
Hey, easy.
They'll run it with Kamara. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
At the Texans' 6-yard line.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
Here we go.
To throw, it's Breeze. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Benardrick McKinney coming in hard that time on the blitz, and he gets him down. It's a loss of 4. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Now Breeze on the bootleg. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range. But boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
And now out comes Houston. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Down, coming.
Mike's 47. Mike's 47.
Back to throw, Watson. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field. Out of the gun, Watson. Throw left side, taken in by Miller. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after one. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. They are, however, facing a fourth down situation. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
This not the final game of this opening weekend. Still one more, and that comes your way later tonight out in Oakland. The Denver Broncos and Vic Fangio's coaching debut taking on the Oakland Raiders, the final home opener for the Silver and Black in the East Bay. And they're able to get this one across the 35. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Toss play, Kamara. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Get off the field.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Breeze. That's caught by Meredith right side. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 22 yards there, a first down. Breeze now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Go. Check 99. Check 99.
You kill!
55.
I got him.
Hey, you kill! You kill!
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Ready. Yellow lady, yellow lady.
It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
2nd and 5 now. Breeze. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Ready. 5-9.
Go, go, go. Strong right. Strong right. Strong right.
On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
A 60-yard attempt.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. It's not too often you see a holder putting that football down right on the midfield stripe. 60 yards, Charles, but a little bit too much to bite off there.
Yeah, it's good to show confidence in your kicker. That might have been just a little bit too much. I'll guarantee you, as you just noted, putting it down on the midfield stripe, the holder's thinking to himself, that's a long way. Probably not as confident as well.
He sets to fire deep. And incomplete. An excellent play downfield. Should have been picked off, really. But second down instead.
Well, one thing's for sure.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions, daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing, fuck the opposition, and all that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
STRO, I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day.
And, Coach, we are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome here in New Orleans. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the Houston Texans. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Now a first down throw, Watson. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. Suddenly, it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Saints have taken the early lead.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off and not the ha-ha. That was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
Let's go. Check 26, check 26. Check. Fresno. Push him back. 59. 4-7's the mic.
On first down, it's Watson. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Check 24. Check 24. Check Mike 47. Check Mike 47.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
A shotgun handoff now to Miller. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Tackled there by Alex Anzalone.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
We're set. Check 56. Hey, keep it up.
31. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
Throwing on third down, Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And it's knocked away and incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Ready? 95-56.
We ain't giving them nothing to do.
From the gun, it's Breeze. Looking deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. There defensively to knock it away was the safety, Justin Reed.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? It's certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. And now out comes Houston. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
2nd and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky.
Hey, 59.
March 47.
24. 26.
Here I come.
Watson with a give to Miller. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
That's it.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, and now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Play action from Miller. Now Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
One man in the backfield. That's Miller. 2nd and goal.
Check, check, 47. Right here, right here.
Watson now to throw. Got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown.
Touchdown, Houston.
A 5-yard touchdown. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7.
Ties the game at 7. Naeem Fairbairn sets the kickoff.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the...
At their own 22-yard line.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Over.
Check. Check.
Here we go. Here we go.
On first down, Breeze going up top. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Thomas the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Coverage defensive
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight.
You kill.
A give. This is Kamara. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Ready.
The Texans here on third down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
It's just me and you.
Here's Watson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Alex Anzalone leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. 56, Mike, 56. And watch the slant.
3rd and long, it's Watson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
To throw is Breeze. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. All told, they get 13 yards on that play.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Throwing on 1st down is Breeze. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Breeze. That's caught inside the 20. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. What a play that turns out to be. 36 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Opposite.
To throw again on second down. Breeze. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Whitney Merciless showing no mercy. Flies in for the sack.
But enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long.
Check 31, check 31.
36.
55, come on, guys, 55. Here we go,
Now Breeze. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th. Blanketed coverage by Houston. Makes it 4th down.
45-yard attempt.
And Lutz missed it to the right. No good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on 4th down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hold.
Yep.
He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Check tight. Check right 47. Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on. Hey, check.
Watson going to give this one to Miller. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
The Texans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. From the gun, here's Watson. And he'll find QT on the right side complete. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. On 1st and 10, Watson. That complete to Lamar Miller. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston 1st down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff to Miller. And an alley to run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. They keep it with Miller on first down. Miller with a first down and more. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Texans have taken the lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. On the counter, here's Kamara. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Brings up 3rd down and 12.
The Saints on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd down and 12.
21.
Check 43. He's coming.
61, matchbox lights.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
41's the mic. Man.
Hey, high 7.
41 mic. Right here. 41 mic. Switch up.
Lennon.
41. We've got to wedge that.
Here's Breeze to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. And he puts a little something extra into this one, by far his best of the night. Taken in at the 22. 12 yards on the return that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Check safety. Switches.
Hey, 31.
6 guys. Check 6.
Lamar Miller. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Come on.
Here's Watson, setting up the screen for Miller. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Right there, 56. 59. Shit. Get it on. Hey. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Hey, I'm coming.
They'll run on first down. It's Miller, and he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down, 2nd and right at a yard. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. No one attempted or made more field goals than Fairbairn last year. He was 37 of 42.
And they were grateful for every one of those that put 3 points on the board. I'll guarantee you Bill O'Brien, the head coach, is thinking to himself, we need to use him a lot less in 2019. Let's make sure we score some more touchdowns.
So we are at halftime in the first of 2 here on this opening Monday night of 2019. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Second half starts with a run by Murray. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Set the turn, defense. Let's go.
Here's Brees. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Whitney merciless, able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Third and long now after the sack of Brees, and the Saints up against it here.
Check. Here we go. Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. Let's go.
Shotgun now for Brees. That's complete to Meredith. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A good pickup there at 22.
And the Saints, first down. 1st and 10 at the 40.
Ready? 95, 56. It's a party now. It's a party now. We're good. I 4, ready.
On 1st and 10, here's Brees. It's brought in right side by Ginn. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
I know it's a cliche, but he's a Stanford kid, so his ability to read and diagnose and make a play, you kind of figure he's got that, and he does. Nice play by Justin Reed getting near the line of scrimmage and making the tackle. But he can play the deep ball as well. Patrol center field. I just love all of his skill attributes. And when you really need him, he can jump into the slot and cover guys as well.
So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They begin with a run by Miller. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll run it again with Miller. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Set. 19.
Check the out. Check the out. Check the out.
Now Foreman. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
56. Mike, 56 right there. Here we go. 56 to Mike. 56.
They'll try the air now with Watson. Being chased out left. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
56 to Mike, boy. 56.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson escaping the pressure right. Over the middle, that's caught by QT. 23 yards on the play.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 27.
56 to money. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Now Miller, he's had a big workload here tonight. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
This is it. 19. 56. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. On three. Motion. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Alert.
Hustle. Don't get nervous.
56.
On 2nd and 9. Watson looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Fuller. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the 4th. The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. To throw is Watson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Fairbairn able to put this one through. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Drew Brees, 6 fourth-quarter comebacks a season ago, and that led the NFL. He'll try to deliver another one. Brees going to throw. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. He goes full extension, and he's got it. 16 yards, a first down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. J.J. Watt, his 2nd sack of the night.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Hey, Alpha.
To try again after the sack. Brees, he'll air it out deep for Thomas. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Brian Bonnie Calhoun. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. After the interception, here's Watson. They'll roll him out right. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
On 2nd down, here's Miller. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Out of the gun, Watson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, no, he lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, the teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Breeze. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. The Saints on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 9. Breeze now. And that will be incomplete. Jonathan Joseph there on the coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
A 45-yard attempt.
And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And that will tighten this one up a bit. Now a 1-score game at 20-13. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 24. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offense coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field, so play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more, but a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
53.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. That's caught by Meredith right side. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy. That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Here's Kamara out of the pistol. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And they're knocking on the door. 2nd and goal now in a 1-score game.
Safety's creeping. 12. 41 Mike. 41 Mike. Get your swerve on. 3 seconds.
On 2nd and goal. Breeze. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Let's go.
Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. On 1st down, it's Miller. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense. Hey, 31. 56 is Mike. 56 is Coach Ball. Okay, double up. Mike 56. Mike 56. Danny.
Watson now to throw. Off to Thomas on the left side. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
The Texans on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 7.
24. Mike's 47. Mike's 47. Hey, watch the ball. Let's go.
Now Watson. Got an open man. It's QT. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Watson now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10.
47 is the mic. 47 is the mic.
And they'll run it from the gun with Miller. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
At their 49-yard line.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. 56 the mic, boy. 56. Check 56. Get in the right room. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. Right there.
Now it's Watson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. Watson. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jonathan Cyprien. And what an effort on the final play of regulation. All zeros on the clock, and we are headed to OT. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Working from the gun, it's Brees. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Call that a gain of 11.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Ready? 95, 56. Check 41. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
From the gun, it's Brees. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field. Have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
Don't be scared. Kill. 41's the mic. 41. Bravo. Bound to lose one. 41 Mike, 41 Mike, right here, 41 Mike.
Man out, man out. Mike 41.
Now Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
A gain of 10 brings up 3rd and 10.
In need of a 3rd and 10 conversion to keep this opening drive of OT alive.
Play that shot, Steve. You gotta let it breathe, defense.
5-8. Mike 41, Mike 41. Get away with it.
25, check 25, check.
Over. Yes.
Now Breeze again. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Here's Thomas Morstead now, on for a very important punt here in overtime. This is taken around the 12. Give him 11 yards that time on the return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 23.
Hey, get him, you got it. Both sevens to Mike, both sevens to Mike. What we got? Get him going down, he's coming.
Watch that.
First throw in OT for Watson. Eluding the pressure right. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Little OT scramble drill that time, Mr. Davis.
And, partner, I can tell you from personal experience, nothing drives a defense crazier than having things covered and the quarterback takes off and picks up a first down or big yardage. Because whether we're in zone or man, it's easy to lose track of him because you don't always have someone assigned to him. And once he goes, now everybody's scrambling to try and tackle him.
First down, Texans.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Come on, let's go. Here we go. Check him up. Check a call.
They'll run with Miller. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 2nd down now, it's Miller. A.J. Klein on the tackle there.
He wasn't ready.
A 3-yard pickup, and it's 3rd down.
The Texans on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 7. Here's a give to Miller. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. And with just 2 seconds remaining, the timeout is called here in OT. So a big one coming here for Ka'imi Fairbairn. And with just 2 seconds remaining, the timeout is called here in OT. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This from 54 yards away. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And that changes everything here in OT. So that will be it. And how about that to start a season, Charles? Both teams 0-0-1.
Say that again?
Yeah, 0-0-1.
That is not what you expect to see when you look at the box scores, right? When you look at the standings after a game like that. And do you really think they worked the whole summer, the whole offseason to come in week 1 and leave with a tie?
No, I don't. But, hey, I guess better than being 0-1-0.
Good point.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From New Orleans, good night, everybody.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did, huh? Playing skills. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch. Ice in the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch, you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause ice on the wrist. My bitch, you wanna be famous, They LA, they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When the not saving, be liking my flavor, I think it's cause